Hello, class 5. So today we are going to start the your computer subject, and we are going to start chapter 3, data storage devices. But before that, I want to tell you that class 5 students, still now you have not submitted your previous homework. Continuously, I'm telling you to submit your homework so that it will be not make you burden. Because again, you are starting the new chapter. Before the starting, if you don't submit your homework, then it will be make burden of you for you. So please kindly submit your homework. So let's begin the chapter. Data storage devices. Now, computers are use different storage devices for storing information. Storage devices are need to store both raw data and programs. Now, these devices differ in storage capacity, speed of access, durations of storage, mode of access, and cost. Now, here you see that computers are telling computers are use different storage devices for storing information. Storage devices are needed to store both raw data and programs. So we need devices to we need storage devices for storing both raw and raw data and programs. These devices differ in storage capacity. So these devices differ in storage capacity. Speed of access means their speed is having different variant. Durations of storage and durations, some durations are short and some durations are too long. Mode of access and cost. Now, there are two types of computer memory, primary memory and secondary memory. In the previous chapter, we have read about this primary memory and secondary memory. What is primary memory? Primary memory is one of the most important part of a computer. It is also known as the main memory. So, primary memory is also known as the main memory. It is accessed directly by the computer's processor. It has a high performance. It can be broadly classified as random access memory RAM and read-only memory ROM. So it has it can be broadly classified in two categories. What are they? RAM and ROM. Random access memory and read-only memory. Now what is RAM? This is a very important part. So you have to study these things. Okay, RAM stands for random access memory. It is also known as read or write memory. Read or write memory. It is called random access because any storage location can be accessed directly by the processor. So it is known as random access because any storage location can be accessed directly by the processor. It is a short term memory which is volatile in nature. This memory is automatically erased when the power is turned off. So when you are turning off the computer, this memory is automatically erased. The RAM is located inside the computer case on the motherboard. So where is the RAM located? RAM is located on the computer case on the motherboard. Now, this information stored in RAM can be modified at any point of time. The information stored in RAM can be modified. So anytime we can change the information stored in RAM. Basically we can't do, but basically we can do in the ROM, but we can do in RAM. Best the information which we have stored, we can modify or we can change it or we can edit it. Understand? So what is ROM? ROM stands for read only memory. It is a long term memory which is non volatile in nature. It is a so we have understand that RAM is a short time memory and ROM is a long time memory. RAM is a volatile in nature, ROM is a non-volatile in nature. This memory does not get erased when the computer is turned off. So, what is the difference? When RAM, what you have read in the RAM, that when the computer is off, that memory is erased. But in ROM, this type of things doesn't happen. So in ROM, when computer is turned off, then also the memory is still be in the computer or in the processor. When the computer is turned on again, the data stored in the ROM is still available. So when again we are opening the computer, that time also that information we have stored is still available. It doesn't get off or it doesn't get erased. The information can only be read from ROM and cannot be written into ROM. This information can only be read from ROM. So the whatever information we have stored before switching off the computer, that information still be there after the opening on the computer also. So that information we can read only through ROM, not we cannot read that information through RAM. The stored information constitutes programs and instructions that are required to start a computer. So the stored information constitutes programs. The information which is stored constitutes programs and instructions that are required to start a computer. So that information enable us to restart the computer again. The information stored can be modified with difficulty or not at all. The information stored can be modified with difficulty. So the information which we have stored before, but in what you have in RAM, that in RAM that we can modify or edit the information stored in it. But in ROM, it is very difficult to modify the information in ROM, or not at all. Means we cannot. It can be staying also. It cannot be erased also. It cannot be edited also. So it will remain as the information stored from past. So types of ROM: PROM, EPROM, EPROM. So what is the types of ROM? PROM, EPROM, EPROM and EPROM. What is the PROM? Programmable read only memory. Programmable read only memory. It is a program to record information. Once that information is recorded, it cannot be changed. So what is PROM? Programmable read only memory. Programmable read only memory. It is programmed to record information. So it is programmed to record information. Once the information is recorded, it cannot be changed. So once the information is recorded, when the information is recorded, it cannot be changed on PROM. Now what is EPROM? Erasable programmable read-only memory. In this type of ROM, recorded information can be erased by using ultraviolet light. So in this information, we can erase the information with the help of ultraviolet light. So EPROM is erasable programmable read-only memory. In this type of ROM, recorded information can be erased by using ultraviolet light. So without ultraviolet light, we cannot erase the EPROM, or we cannot erase the memory from ROM. Now what is EPROM? Electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. In this type of ROM, recorded information can be erased by electrical signals. So in this type of ROM, these informations can be erased by only electrical symbols. Without electrical symbols, we cannot erase information from EPROM. Understand? So what are the types of ROM? Types of ROM are PROM, EPROM, EPROM. PROM is programmable read-only memory. EPROM is erasable programmable read-only memory, and EPROM is electrically erasable read-only memory. PROM, it is once the information recorded, we cannot change the information in PROM, but in EPROM, with the help of ultraviolet lights, we can erase the memory. And what is EPROM? Only it is erased with the help of electrically signals. So today we'll study up to here. In next class we'll continue these things. But students, please, I request you to submit this question answers. Page number 14. This question answers. I request this C. So your homework will be A, B, C, D, E. So your homework is page number 14. Question number A, B, C, D and E. So your homework will be. So today is 8, 5, 20. So please kindly submit this homework. Page number 14, question number A, B, C, D and E. Kindly submit this homework. If you got any problems with the questions or any problem with the fill in the blanks, true, false, please ask me. through your WhatsApp group. I'll help you. So thank you very much.